That down. Let's move on to this, shall we? You know, I unapologetically love the Guy Ritchie, Jude Law, Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes. I loved it. The second one was a step down. The second one wasn't as good, but I still enjoyed it. And the world has kind of been sitting around waiting for Guy Ritchie and Robert Downey Jr. and Jude Law to get back together again and make the next one. They've talked about it for years. Well, now Guy Ritchie is delivering on that promise to bring us more Sherlock Holmes. But it won't be with Robert Downey Jr. and it won't be with Jude Law. They're going the Indiana Jones route and doing the young Sherlock Holmes. This is coming to us from Variety. Writes, Amazon orders young Sherlock Holmes series starring Hero Fiennes Tiffin. If you recognize that last name, Fiennes, he is the nephew of Joseph and Rafe Fiennes. Maybe the best brother acting duo ever in history. Anyway, that's the kid. You might recognize him. He was young Voldemort. He was young Tom in the Harry Potter movies. Anyway, actually, handsome kid. The story goes on to read this. Amazon Prime Video has ordered a series based on Andy Lane's young Sherlock Holmes novels with Hero Fiennes Tiffin set for the lead role, Variety has learned. Guy Ritchie is attached to direct and executive produce the 8-episode series. It will be a reunion for Ritchie and Tiffin, who recently worked together on the feature The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. It is also the latest Sherlock Holmes project for Ritchie. He, of course, previously directed the early ones. In Young Sherlock, we're going to see an exhilarating new version of the detective everyone thinks they know in a way they've never imagined before, said Ritchie. We're going to crack open this enigmatic character, find out what makes him tick, and learn how he becomes the genius that we all love. All right. This ain't what I asked for. Excuse me, sir. Yeah, I didn't order the sweet and sour. I ordered the barbecue. I did not ask for young Sherlock Holmes. I asked for more Sherlock Holmes. Now that I got that bitchiness out of the way, what do I think about this in and of itself? I'll check it out. It's Guy Ritchie. It's Sherlock Holmes. Granted, it's a different version of Sherlock Holmes. And I'm going to go into this like I do into everything. I'm going to judge it on its own merits. I'm not going to go into this with pissy pants and go, well, I wanted a Robert Downey Jr. movie, which I did. And that is how I said it when I first read the story in my own head. I wanted Robert Downey Jr. more. I wanted more Jude Law. But I'm not getting it. Okay. I'm going to go into this, judge it on its own merits, and hopefully it's great. Amazon has done a really good job with some of their series lately. This could be great. I like the kid they've got for it. So hopefully it'll be a banger. Rob, the most important part here is Guy Ritchie's executive producing and directing it. So that gives it a big first step forward, in my opinion. So it's not what I was hoping for, but I'll take it. We'll see how good it is. What do you think about the news?
I just want to know if he's going to team up with Millie Bobby Brown as Enola Holmes.
I think that's a different world.
Create a cinematic universe.
Yeah, it's all cinematic,
and Amazon things.
Look, I don't know if you ever saw, but Barry Levinson made his movie Young Sherlock Holmes back in the mid '80s.
Yep, I remember that.
It was a Steven Spielberg production. I really liked that movie. I thought it was really good. I have it on disc. I watched it, I don't know, in the last year, and it was delightful. So I like the idea of a young Sherlock Holmes, that kind of milieu. I think it could be a lot of fun, and with him directing, I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. I mean, like you, I'll watch it. I think that why not? If I trust Guy Ritchie to bring something that is a lot of fun, and it'll have great acting in it, probably great characters, great villain, great milieu. What's not to love?
Do you think we ever will get that next Sherlock Holmes movie? Because, I mean, seriously, I thought, now again, I acknowledge the second one was a step down. Yes. But you set up a great Moriarty. You have a great lead Sherlock. You have a great Watson and Jude Law. I just don't know what has been the thing holding this up. I mean, I think most fans say they'd love to see it. With Robert Downey Jr. now being hotter than again, Robert Downey Jr. does have a history of pricing himself out of projects. He does ask for a lot, which is part of the reason why you're paying so much for tickets at the movie theater, by the way, kids. Just wanted to point that out. But anyway, do you have any hope left that we're still going to get that third Sherlock Holmes movie?
I don't think we will.
I unfortunately agree.
I don't think so. But never say never. You never know. I mean, it really depends on, do the economics work, and does Robert Downey Jr. want to make it? I don't know.
So being priced out is one option. We thought after he left the MCU, that he'd be returning to some of these successful franchises. Do we think possibly that means his schedule is kind of booked? Possibly booked?
Could be. Listen, he's got that show on right now called the not the Survivalist. What's it called?
It's like the recruit or the
gosh.
something. And that looks good too. I haven't seen it.
I've not seen a single episode of it yet, but everybody who has written to me that has watched it, The Sympathizer.
The Sympathizer.
Thank you. King Daddy Goat was the first one to put that in, although he called it The Sympathizer. But yes, it is The Sympathizer. Everybody I've spoken to who have seen the show really likes it. None of them are saying it's the best show of the year, but they're all saying it's really quite good. So I don't know, maybe he's just gotten too busy, but really too busy for 10 years. I mean, I would love to see them do this. I really would. Hey guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, The Perfect Jean. Guys, are you tired of the rough and rigid jeans crushing your boys? Well, today's sponsor, The Perfect Jean, finally solved all of your denim difficulties. They make great looking, perfect fitting jeans that are as comfortable as sweatpants. The secret? A special denim fabric that is super soft and has the perfect amount of stretch so you can squat, do yoga, or just sit around all day without ever having to take them off. I'm going to admit I was a little bit skeptical because to me, jeans have always been jeans. They're practical, but not always the most comfortable. But I'm telling you guys, it's not an exaggeration. Once I put on these jeans, the Perfect Jean redefined what jeans can be to me. They're the perfect fit, they stretch, they breathe, and again, they're just insanely comfortable. So guys, it's finally time to stop crushing your balls in uncomfortable jeans by going to theperfectjean.nyc/Campea15. Our listeners get 15% off your first order plus free shipping, free returns and free exchanges when you use code Campea15 at checkout. Again, that's 15% off for new customers at theperfectjean.nyc/Campea15 and use the code Campea15. After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support the John Campea Show and tell them we sent you. But anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? We may not be getting the next Guy Ritchie Sherlock Holmes film, but we're going to get the young Indiana Jones. I'm sorry, the young Sherlock Holmes. Whether Enola or, as one of us said, Ebola Holmes will be in there, who knows? We'll find out. But listen, I'm disappointed it's not the movie, but I'm going to give the show a fair shake because that's what we need to do as fans. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show Podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.